Hey, welcome back. In this video, we will discuss about a very special attribute inside of the input elements, which is the name attribute. So as you can see, we are having this particular form here, right? And here, what I'll do for the action, I will just add https://example.com. Okay. All right. So inside of the action, this is here. So now if I just go here inside of my HTML form, basically, and let's add the username, the email @.com. Okay. Let's add the age of 20. Let's add the password 123456, something like that. Let's do 123456. Okay. And for the GitHub URL here, https://https github.com. Okay, all right. So now let's see what happens when I click registered here. Okay, so if I just click on this button here, now we are forwarded to, okay, all right, we are forwarded to this example.com. But one thing to point out here, our data which we have entered inside of our form is gone. And now if I just click on this URL here and just go here, what exactly is the URL? The URL here is something like this: https example.com and then question mark. And this URL doesn't tell like, hey, what exactly are the data which have been sent to basically this particular URL. Okay, so how we can group the data so that this particular URL basically have that particular data which we are sending, and depending on the data we can do something inside of the backend. Okay, I hope that makes sense. So basically the data is getting lost and we have to somehow manage to grab the data inside of the URL so that the backend can do something about that. So here the name attribute comes in the picture. Okay, so if I just go here and just get back here, so as you can see, we are having all of this here, and here inside of the input documentation we are having this name attribute, the name of the form control, basically submitted with the form as part of the name value pair. Okay, so let's see that in action. So what I'll do, I'll just go here inside of this input, and here after this type, what I'll do, I'll just add the name attribute, and here I will add username. So the name attribute can be anything, but it should not contain any spaces or something like that. Like, this is the best practices. Okay, all right. So this is the name attribute here. So name, username. So all right, so if I just do that, and now if I just do something like ddd email ddd@ddd.com. okay, age 10, something like that, or let's do 20, something like that, 123, and something like https://github.com. okay, all right. So now if I just registered here, so let's see what happens. As you can see, previously our data was lost, but now, currently right now, here, if I just open up the comment, here, as you can see, we are getting to http example.com question mark, and then we are having the username, which is this particular name here. Okay, so this is the name here, and the value was the value we have entered. Okay, so in that case, what will happen inside of the backend will look into this URL and it will filter out, okay, so there is the username, there is the password, and so on and so forth. So what I'll do, I'll just add the name attribute to all of the inputs here. Okay, so this is the name attribute here. So for this one, I will add the name of email. Okay, then we will have the name of, here is the age. Okay, for this one we will have the name of password, and here we will have the name of github underscore URL. Okay, all right. Awesome. So as you can see, we are having all of the names inside of the input. So right now what will happen, our data will not be lost. Okay, so if I just refresh that, and let's do a username, let's do Indra. Okay, Gmail or the email, Indra at the rate gmail.com. Okay, age, let's do 20. Enter the password 123456, and let's do https github. Okay, github.com. Okay, all right. Now what will happen if I just click on this register button? So form will be submitted here. And as you can see, okay, all right. And as you can see here, if I just go to my code editor once again, and let's discuss about this URL here. Okay. All right. So as you can see, we are having the example.com. Okay. Then we are having the username, and after that we are having this value, and then we are having this and percent sign, which means like, hey, there are multiple named values while submitting this form. So we are having username, we are having email, and now as you can see, the at symbol is now converted to %40. So this is basically the URL format basically. So it will convert that. Basically the URL doesn't know like what exactly is the at symbol. So it will convert that to this sort of things. Okay. Then we are having the age, which is 20, the password, which is 123456, and the GitHub URL, which is https, and then we are having the :// which is now being converted to the things, basically the format which URL understands, and then github.com. Okay, so in this way, what will happen, our data is now being preserved inside of the URL. And in the backend, if we set up a backend server, that particular backend can go to this particular URL. Basically, we will be submitting the form inside of that particular URL with these named value, and that backend can get all of these values, basically the username, email, password, age, and so on and so forth, and do something about that. Okay. All right, so I hope that makes sense. So this is the name attribute inside of the HTML input elements. Okay, it is very, very important while submitting the form to the backend servers. All right.